Good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year. I am Tiffany Hester, the Executive Director of Marketing and Community Benefits, and I am so glad to kick off 2026 with you. It's a new year, and we have some fresh starts to talk about. I want to give you some healthy reminders, events that are going on, and ways you can stay connected with us here at TRMC. January is the perfect time to reset and refocus on your health. And I encourage you this January to set up those yearly appointments, whether that's with your primary care doctor, your specialist, or even those preventative checkups that you need to do. Start that year off correctly and get those scheduled. We are happy to help you do that. And with the kids back in school, we also need to talk about flu and cough and cold and all those illnesses that are going around and ways we can help you prevent those. The first thing you can do is wash your hands often and wash them well. Also, avoid touching your face, your mouth, your nose. Those are ways you can spread those germs. And also, cover those coughs and sneezes. So please keep those around us safe from germs. And if you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, it's not too late. You can still go to your primary care doctor or your local pharmacy and get that flu shot. And I encourage you to do that. They're your healthy habits. Sorry, Bobby. I want to talk to you about 911 and the importance of calling 911. This is really critical, and it's something that we haven't talked to you about recently. But in an emergency, we really want you to dial 911. Often we think that we can get ourselves or our loved one to the hospital quicker if we just put them in our car and go to the hospital. But I'm here to tell you the safest and fastest way to care for yourself and your loved one is to dial 911. When you dial 911, care starts immediately. We can start helping you. You don't have to wait till you get to the hospital. That care starts on that telephone and as the ambulance gets to you. You might ask, okay, when do I dial 911? And there are a few things that automatically your mind should be, I'm going to pick up my phone and call 911 if any of these things happen. Signs of a stroke. If you have or somebody you know has sudden weakness, they have slurred speech or even drooping of their face, they're potentially having a stroke and you should call 911. Chest pain, shortness of breath, those are also signs that you need to call 911. You're at risk for a heart attack. Serious injuries and accidents, especially those that are traumatic, those are times to call 911. Car accidents, falls that are that cause, heads to be hit or bad injuries. Heavy bleeding, another reason we should call 911, and loss of consciousness or confusion. These are all situations in which you need to pick up that phone and call 911. Don't try to drive somebody, and certainly don't try to drive yourself. Our EMS crews are highly trained. They're equipped with advanced technology. As I've told you before on these broadcasts, our trucks are equipped with cameras in the ambulances. We can start assessing a patient in the ambulance, EMS crew to provider, before you even get to the hospital. So that is very important in the case of a stroke, and we can start taking measures to help you. In addition, our EMS crews are carrying blood on their trucks now. So this life-saving treatment is now starting in the field, in those trauma accidents where blood products are needed. We can start administering that at the scene. when you arrive to our emergency department, you're going to be met with a highly trained, compassionate staff. They're there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They are ready to take care of you. They coordinate with our EMS crews. They work together like clockwork. So please take advantage of that 911 service. We are prepared, and it's the best way to get yourself or your loved one taken care of. So please dial 911. On a lighter note, I want to talk to you about something fun that we have going on at Titus Fit, and that is our Pounds Down Challenge. On Monday, we had 37 brave individuals join this competition. They are competing to see who can lose the largest percentage of body weight over the next 8 weeks. This Pounds Down Challenge has exercise specialists and trainers that are working with these contestants, and they are going to help them and encourage them to reach those goals. So if you know somebody in this competition, encourage them, be their biggest supporter. And you can also watch our social media. We are going to get to see these transformations these individuals are making, and so I want to wish them the best of luck. We are cheering them down and cheering them on, and I can't wait to see their outcomes. So January is National Blood Donor Month, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you that joined us and the Carter Blood Center here on campus earlier in the month and gave blood. Those donations saved lives right here in our community, and I encourage everyone to donate. It is so important, and we will have them back on campus, so I'd like to invite you to watch our social media. You can also go to Carter Blood Care and look at their website for where you can donate blood. So make that donation and make a life-saving difference for somebody else. You know, I like to talk about Coffee Chat, and Coffee Chat is next week on January 21st at 5:30 p.m. at Huey's Coffee right here in Mount Pleasant. This is a time that you can join us for a great cup of coffee and talk about all things Titus. You have questions, you have comments, you have ideas. We want to hear them, and we invite you and encourage you to join us for Coffee Chat. So again, next week, January 21st at 5:30 p.m. So this is an afternoon Coffee Chat. So join us, come talk to us, get your questions answered straight from those members of senior leadership, and we will welcome you and host you for that cup of coffee. We have a lot of support groups here, and I want to talk to you about 3 important ones. One is today, and that is our postpartum mommy check-in. Today from 4 to 5 in the Williams Conference Room, you new moms, this is a great way for you to get with other new moms, learn about things that are working for you, get tips. Our labor and delivery team will be there. They are there to encourage you and help you and give you advice. It's also just a great way for new moms to come together and support one another. So that is today, January 15th from 4 to 5 p.m. If you come into our hospital lobby, Miss Sandy will greet you with a smile, and she will direct you to the Williams Conference Room. So please join us, you new moms, today. And yes, those babies are welcome to come with you. Next support group is our diabetic support group. They are meeting January 20th from 4 to 5 p.m. at Titus Fit Cardiac Rehab. That is located next to the Menadeo Eye Center. And if you have diabetes or you have a loved one that is thriving and surviving with diabetes, we invite you to join this support group. It's a great way to talk about diabetes, learn things that are working for you, that advice about how to thrive with this disease. But they come together. It's a good time to fellowship, get diet tricks, all sorts of recipes, just talking about living and surviving with diabetes, because it can be challenging, and we invite you to come and join us and get the support you deserve and need. We also have our cancer care support group, and that is meeting January 27th from 4 to 5 p.m., again at the Cardiac Rehab Center. Again, if you are living and surviving cancer, or you have a loved one, this is a great way to come together and support one another. We will have members of our cancer care team there, and it's just another way to learn and fellowship with one another and walk this journey with those who can understand what you're going through. At the end of the month, on January 30th, Harts Bluff Schools is hosting their informative health fair. This is a fun time because it's during Harts Bluff homecoming. So if you are attending the Bulldogs homecoming festivities that start around 4:30 in the afternoon on Friday, January 30th, walk over to the informative health fair. Members of the Titus team will be there. We will have blood pressure checks, glucose monitoring. We will have members from our clinics there to talk to you about our clinics, procedures, things that we can provide to you in the community. There will be other vendors on hand, but it's a great way to get information to learn how to stay healthy in 2026. So come cheer on the Bulldogs and learn something about your health. The entire community is invited, and we encourage you to come from 6 to 8 p.m. on January 30th. So it is an evening health fair. So again, cheer on the Bulldogs and come join the health fair. Looking ahead into February. February is Heart Health Month, and Heart and Vascular Institute at Titus is kicking off the month with 2 events. And our first one is our monthly Lunch and Learn. Lunch and Learn is for our over 55 community. It's a time that we gather at the Mount Pleasant Civic Center, and that Lunch and Learn will be February 11th from 12 to 1 p.m. Again, Heart and Vascular Institute at Titus will be hosting. Those cardiologists at Heart and Vascular will be there to talk to you about heart health and giving you information, tips about living with a healthy heart and fighting heart disease. So we invite you to join us. It's an interactive event. We have a good time. There's always a great lunch for a small $5 fee. So please join us on February 11th if you are over 55 or over to have that lunch with us. And next, Heart and Vascular Institute is hosting their annual health fair, React Quicker, Save Your Ticker. That will be held on Saturday, February 21st from 8 to 11 a.m. in our hospital lobby. This is going to be an interactive health fair. Heart and Vascular will be there doing cardio risk assessments. You can come get your blood pressure checked, have lab work, have that CRVA done, as well as our other clinics will be there with interactive education for you. You can learn about all of our other clinics, other departments. Titus Fit will be there. We may have a little chair yoga. We're going to have a lot of activities. You can register for a drawing, but this is a great way to come learn about your heart health and how to stay healthy, and as we say, react quicker and save your ticker. So we invite you to join us, and we're really looking forward to that event. So bring a family member or a friend and join us for this free health fair on February 21st from 8 to 11 a.m. As we wrap up, I just want to say thank you for listening today. We truly appreciate your time and your trust and your continued support for TRMC. As we move into this new year, please know that we are here for you all year, and we want to stay connected with you and you with us. So watch for upcoming events and take good care of yourself. From all of us at TRMC, Happy New Year, and we will see you next month.